I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psychacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the subject of today's short talk is we learn about ourselves in relationships. So there's this notion of identity that assumes that deep down, who we are is this sort of unchanging crystalline entity, that who we are remains constant, regardless of where we are, who we're with, or what we're doing. And I think that's a fairly philosophical notion of identity that is betrayed in the practice of our everyday lives. The fact of the matter is that who we are, our experience of self, changes significantly based on where we are, who we're with, and what we're doing. Now, the fact that our experience of self is constantly shifting doesn't necessarily mean that we're lying or acting. It just means that in certain situations, certain parts of yourself are more salient or relevant than others. Think about your own experience. Don't certain people seem to call forth certain aspects of yourself? Like maybe you feel more playful and seductive with this person, or more serious and reserved with this other. And aren't both different from how you tend to feel when you're alone? The fact of the matter is that your experience of self in solitude isn't necessarily truer or more real than your experience of self in relationship. In fact, we primarily learn about ourselves in relationship. I don't pretend to know exactly how this works. I just know that it does. Relationships pull latent aspects of self out of your personality structure that may otherwise have remained long dormant. Relationships give you a reason to actualize those latent aspects of self, and as a result, we get to experience ourselves in a new way in a relationship to that specific individual. That's a big part of why relationships are so fun and why they're non-repeatable. You can't have the same relationship with two different people because you're kind of two different people with two different people. And to get a fuller, more complete understanding of who we are, it makes sense for us to have many different relationships with many different kinds of people. And that's because it's in relationships that our otherwise latent potential becomes manifest and actual. In a very real way, we become ourselves more fully in relation to others. What do you think? Have you experienced something similar? Remember to like and subscribe for the algorithm. And if you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can reach me at psychackspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.